So students who choose to study triple science at BOA will take all of the same content that the combined science students take, but in addition will study all of those topics to a greater depth and then some extra topics on top of that. In biology, there's much more of a focus on molecular biology with lots of quite cutting edge stuff on protein synthesis and genetics. In chemistry, there's a really big focus on organic chemistry, which is one of my favourite areas. So there's a large amount of lessons studying the formation of carbon-based molecules and how this relates to both crude oil type chemicals but also living material. And then in physics have got the best topic for triple. They're the ones who get to study space. And I've yet to meet a triple science student who doesn't want to spend 2 or 3 hours just talking about black holes. Triple science students will have their normal 5 hours of combined science lessons in a week, and then on top of that have an additional 2.5 hours with their triple science teacher, who will cover all the extra material that they need for the extra qualification. What's different about triple science at BOA compared to many schools is that it is a true option topic. The students who want to be on triple science choose it through the option process. They're not forced onto it by the school. So while we do ask for a certain standard in terms of ability in science to get onto the course, it's not a case that automatically you're pushed onto it just because you're good at science. So our triple science sets are smaller than most schools, and they're full of people who really want to do it rather than people who've been told they have to do it. So students who study triple science use the same basic facilities as our main classes, but what they benefit from is, because of the smaller class sizes in triple, they get to do a lot more practical work individually. There's certain practicals that are triple science specific ones, one of the best ones being the titrations. It looks like proper chemistry. There are massive pieces of glassware all over the lab, there's coloured liquids in flasks. It looks like a proper science class, and that's one of those things the triple science get to do that the combined science just miss out on. So we've got 3 main teaching labs. They're all fully equipped. We have one that is better for biology, one better than chemistry, one better for physics, but in fact you can use all of them for anything. We've got a well-equipped prep room which has all the usual facilities for storing, manufacturing and disposing of chemicals. So our triple science students obviously come with a greater sort of passion for science than many of our other students, and it's not surprising that many of them during their time at BOA actually realise that their real calling is to stay in science rather than into their creative pathways. In our average triple science class, anything up to 1/3 of them go on to do science at A-levels at other institutions, and many of them will end up in careers where science is the primary focus rather than the arts. So in the last 4 years we've had students studying here who've gone off to do forensic science. One of our triple science students from 3 years ago, who's just completed her A-levels last year at another college, is enrolling now on a forensic science course at the University of Kent.